Flawed as it may have been to some, the JCPOA, better known as the Iran nuclear deal, seemed to be a bridge towards peace between the U.S. and Iran. Today, tensions are higher than ever after Iran announced it would boost its enriched uranium production above the agreed-upon levels. RT producer Sayeh Tavangar is live in the newsroom with the latest. Sayeh?
Yeah, that's right, Manila. Iran today announced that it would soon exceed the limits on the nuclear fuel it was permitted to keep under the 2015 nuclear deal, potentially triggering another confrontation with Washington. Now, this comes 1 year after the Trump administration withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal and reimposed sanctions on the Iranian economy, most significantly its oil sector, which is, of course, Iran's largest source of revenue. Here is Behruz Kamalvandi, a spokesperson for Iran's Atomic Energy Organization, announcing the increase.
We have quadrupled uranium production, and in recent days we have once again increased production. And today we can tell you that the countdown has started. If we start the countdown from 10, and 10 days from now, on June 27th, we will be past the limit of 300 kilograms. Not only will we be past that limit, but also will hugely accelerate our production increase rate. After we are past the 300 kilogram limit, the rate of low enriched 3.67% uranium production will be higher.
Now, Manila, the current nuclear agreement limits the level of enrichment to 3.67%. But if Iran began producing 20% enriched uranium, it would put the country much closer to weapon-grade levels. Now, the threat seemed aimed primarily at the European participants of the Iran nuclear deal and to persuade them to break with Washington and quickly remove some of the economic sanctions on Tehran. This is, of course, adding even more tension to the already heated confrontation with Washington after the attacks on the tankers of the Strait of Hormuz, which the Trump administration has blamed on Iran, and Iran, of course, has denied. And just today, Iran's chief staff of armed forces, Mohammad Bagheri, announced Iran would continue to protect the Strait of Hormuz, and that, quote, if Iran decided to block the Strait of Hormuz, Iran would do every single thing it can to protect a drop of oil that makes sure it would not pass the strait. Now, while there's been no direct response yet from Washington to the Iranian announcement, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said during a live interview, TV interview on Sunday that the U.S. might further tighten sanctions on Iran in response to any moves to ramp up its nuclear program. Quote, he said, "We know that the nuclear program accelerates if they have more money and wealth, and if they have more capacity, more resources, they have access to metals and materials, and to fissile material." Pompeo also said the U.S. was considering a full range of other options in responding to what the White House has said were Iranian attacks on the Strait of Hormuz, and that it was making calls over the weekend to foreign officials to talk about all the options. Now, the U.S. is currently considering getting international support to create a naval force that would provide security for all oil shipments traveling through the Strait of Hormuz, like countries like China that get over 80% of their crude oil transported through the strait. Manila, back to you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.